Like, so what the DA did, and Chris disagrees with me, but I don't see nothing wrong with the DA looking into it. The following next day, a woman was snatched into a black car. That was it. There was no evidence of Chris, no license plate, no nothing. It's just Chris has a black Mercedes.
Okay, so we got two. Okay, so it's two and a possible then.
So this nigga doing spades. So no, it's not a possible. He wasn't there. It's like he went nowhere around. The car wasn't the car. That's what I'm saying. Like, niggas is believing.
Well, okay, but okay, listen though. But if
look at the level of savagery. Chris, somebody knew he went up in front. This is in broad. This ain't behind the scenes hiding. This is in front of a club, in front of a lot of niggas looking. Get your motherfucking ass in the car.
Like I said, I don't get too much into the specifics. You know what I mean? But if you don't want to say three,
when you say shit like that, right?
Nah, if you I don't, because it's accusations and alleged. And as long as I use that word, I don't have to look into it because I'm not immediately. I'm like, okay,
you have.
Let peep this. You ain't so for me, one becomes alleged, two becomes something to look at.
And then the DA did what every DA would do. Oh, I got this nigga locked up. Some niggas snatched a lady in the car in Atlanta in a black car. Let me look into this. I don't see nothing wrong with the DA doing that. But at the end of the day,
listen. But I'm going past that though, my nigga. Yeah. So you gotta understand. Now you got two specific allegations, and then a possible that maybe the DA throwing on you. But then you go to
so on the other one on everybody, the niggas that hate.
Hold on, because you're getting into you're getting into the specifics, right? But then you get over to the battle rap world. No, because at some point it's a pattern, and everybody can't be lying.
You can't say that and say I don't want to get into
at some specific. Point because
it's gonna be bigger than Chris because
nah, bro, nah.
All these niggas.
So if it's a nigga in the hood named Big Black, and there's 3 niggas that died, and you heard Big Black killed all of them, and then punched these 3 niggas in the face, and you know them 3 niggas, and they the ones saying that part. How often do you want to be around Big Black? Do you got to get into the specifics? Who he killed? Why he killed him? Was it a dice game? Are you sure?
You asked me, right?
I'm waiting for an answer.
My nigga, I want every detail on everything. This is a true crime brain. I want.
But you didn't answer my question though. How often are you? If he's like, aren't you going?
I'm gonna look at you, D. I'm gonna look at you like that. You that right there, damn, that's crazy. But I'm not gonna have nothing. I want to know about Big Black details because shit is crazy in this world. He could be sad. He could.
But you also gonna make.
Hold on. You asked me.
You also gonna make sure. You also gonna make sure you protect him when you're around Big Black. You on guard when you're around Big Black. You're not just vulnerable when you're around Big Black. You're gonna make sure that too, though.
Di, it could go the opposite way, your way. You say he killed 3 because I don't know. He could have killed 9. Or he could have killed none. That's why I want DC. He could be way worse than you saying.
But you're missing the point. You're missing the point here. You're missing the whole point here. What I'm saying is, would you be comfortable in Big Black's presence? Would you feel normal in his presence, knowing all these accusations, even coming from people that you know?
You pull up.
Even coming from people that you know.
Pull up on me at a battle rap event with Big Black. I'm gonna say, so I'm gonna shake all y'all hand and shit and go back to do what I'm doing.
What if I'm one of the niggas that
killed 3 niggas?
What if I'm one of the niggas that tell you Big Black robbed me and punched me in the face? What if I'm one of them niggas and you know me?
I'm gonna say elaborate. You think I'm joking with you, right? You think I'm trying?
No. Listen. Because
no, I'm asking you. Do you?
No. Listen. So you said elaborate. Now I don't know the details on. I don't know the details on the cases.
Henny,
but
I know that question, Henny.
I know the details that the people in the battle rap community have said about how they felt uncomfortable with certain things that he's done around them. I know those details.
Henny, do you like? And it's kind of weird because I'm in 2 communities, right? But my biggest, my biggest by far is true crime. Do you know what happened to me in the true crime community if I jump out the window on every motherfucker who is alleged? Do you know what happened to me?
I think that's a whole different ball game. This isn't true crime.
It's crime. It's the same.
No, this is a whole different ball game.
Rape cases.
That's literally you're literally in a whodunit world over there. That's literally what you're over there to do. That's literally what you're over there to do. So what you're doing is you're bringing that brand over here, and that's why I understand why you feel how you feel.
No, that's life, bro.
I understand why you feel how you. I understand completely why you feel how you feel. You're speaking from a court true crime perspective. I'm speaking on a human moral perspective.
But I respect your opinion. I didn't tell you, but I ain't got no issue with you saying like, "Hey, yo, my nigga didn't see too much shit. I'm moving this way. I'm cool."
That's
I'm
it.
putting out
That's
argument.
it. That's all. So, and I don't have no problem with a nigga saying, with a nigga who not looking at it like that, saying, "Hey, I'm gonna wait till we see what the verdict is." But at the same
But
time,
you know what? You are too
would
though.
you?
You're gonna be looking at all them motherfucking details. You know you are.
I mean, you. I don't think you know me like that, then, bro.
You said you're gonna blog on it. You're gonna blog on it and not
I'm
look at the
gonna blog
details.
when I hear. I don't gotta look at the discovery and the details and
No.
what day they met and all that.
I'm saying if he go to trial and let's say he found guilty, right? Or do you just care that the word guilty, or do you care about what led up to that?
You know what I do. If you look at my page lately, you'll notice most of my videos are 3 to 4 minutes. My personal blogs, they 3 to 4 minutes. That's how I like to get my information.
That's why they're not crucifying you like the Three Stooges.
I like to give a motherfucker the facts and limited opinion, and then we get on VS. And if it's something I want to elaborate on, I do. But I like to give just people, okay, this is what's going on. I don't speak on what I don't know, and let that be that. And then people can't come at me a certain way. People can be mad, but if you're mad at me, you're just mad at a fact. You can't be mad.
I want to say this with this comment right here, my boy. And please let me finish, my boy, because I'm going somewhere with this. DJ Travo said Math Hoffa got falsely accused of some foul shit. DI did not cancel him over. Hold on, because I know you want to jump up and say something. What I'm saying is the hardcore niggas, the actual rapists, Battle Truth, and I'm saying that as a fact, multiple rapists, and the other guys that listen, they're coming at Chris. They all agree. They all have gone out publicly. Even on the video you was on Angry Fan, they all have come out publicly and said Chris' situation with the stripper. Chris had sex with the stripper. She chilled with him all night, and he paid her in fake bills. So they all saying, even ADAP went on that live right after Debo. Like I don't think he did that. So
I don't even like talking about that Math shit. But the reason why Math didn't get crucified was because, well, a bunch of reasons. One, there was no police report. Two, there was no pattern of women coming out and saying Math done did some crazy shit to them or whatever the case may be. And after that, she just let this shit die down. I think she said she was gonna say something else. I don't know, I don't remember, but she didn't say nothing else. So I ain't believe that shit anyway. But
you move that out the way. Now you leave Chris with Shannon the same way Math.
Because I feel like if she would have did way more, if that really happened, I feel like she would have did way more.
Was with this
you can't just
try to get Math out of here.
Move it out the way. Like you can't just move it.
It's not rape.
You can't just move
up. I won't pay no stripper with no fake money, but it's fucked
you can't
up.
Just move. That's
rape.
See what you said. That's where we at right now, right?
You saying I'm compartmentalizing. You saying I'm
understand where we at right now.
But
you talking to me?
You saying
what you're talking to me about shit that applies to other niggas. You know what I mean? When I seen Chris blog when he first came home.
No, because I'm not accusing you. So that's not
no,
right.
Yeah, but I seen Chris blog when he first came home, and I'm like, okay, if this is true,
but I'm not putting that on you though. I'm
like, he may not be guilty of this, but he still make questionable decisions. Listening to his word.
That's the part where I said, the hitting man right, because you know what I'm saying. I ain't no saint. I ain't finna sit up in front like I'm a saint. Like I ain't did no wrong shit in my life.
Right.
And the fuck a bitch over, fuck with one chick and then fuck with one chick. But every time I did that, I put myself in harm's way. And so that's why I took up for you on that point. I said that's where you can't get around what D.I. saying is right. Because
I'm not going. Anybody who
I said that though.
Yeah. I said that. So anybody who feels how they feel, like in his favor, I'm not going to overly judge. But would you honestly feel comfortable like saying, hey, this is my girl. I'm gonna run to the store real quick. She gonna chill.
I'm gonna say this in front of everybody, bro. I don't think you can fuck with me. I think I can take your whole name on any man. I told you that to your face.
This nigga, I thought you about to say some other shit.
You look at the nerdy blogs and the button up and shit. Hey, bro.
Hey, listen, we could go for it. That ain't nothing but a motherfucking cheat thing. You feel me?
But
at the end of the day, I'm not as gung ho about. When the girl first released her video, it did strike a nerve with me. Like I said, I got family that's a victim. Like like sibling family. That's victims. So
me too, and I
it,
talk to victims. I
yeah,
see them break down.
It did strike a little nerve with me, but I'm not the nigga that's standing on the facts of the case. Me and Chris Unbias have never been best friends, so it's nothing for me to say, all right, I'm good.
No, but
In my
that's what I
eyes,
was saying. You were going so hard, and I'm like, what did Chris do to Di? Because when me and Di went at it
oh,
on
Chris
Twitter,
threw shade
we
at
were
me for
saying
on some
we were
blogging
saying
shit.
way
Chris
more
threw
harder
shade at me
shit
for
about each
years.
other. I'm like me and you were saying way more harder shit about each other when we went at it on Twitter, and we
Nah, see, this is the thing. Now, I will admit, now, I never had a problem with Chris. Chris was throwing shade at me for absolutely no reason for a long time before I ever even spoke up on it. You know what I mean? And then, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, that has nothing to do with how I feel about this over here. Like, at the end of the day, me and Sue Surf had little issues. You know what I mean? But I still say free surf. You know what I mean? People might not agree, but at the end of the day, a nigga can't say, oh, Henny Man on Surf Dick, because I got tracks where I'm dissing Surf and everything. Niggas don't even know what they talking about. But at the end of the day, I consider myself a real nigga who's been through certain circumstances. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I haven't blogged on Surf because all I know is Rico. I literally have zero details. So to me, there's nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
I need details.
Now this is the thing. But you said your bread and butter is true crime.
Details.
No. But you said your bread. So my bread and butter is top tier battle rappers. It's battle rap. It's breaking news. You know what I mean? And it's top tier battle rap shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So even before Surf got locked up, damn near every day I'm doing some type of story on Surf. Surf called this nigga out or shitted on this nigga or him and ARP beefing or, you know what I mean? So for my channel, it's nothing to continue to talk about Surf because that's what I do anyway. You know what I mean? Like it's like looking at Undisputed and not seeing them talk about LeBron. Like you're gonna see it.
Yeah.
You gonna see that.
Yeah, like, but I'm not see, this is what I want to say. Let me slow it down. The issue ain't never been what another nigga do.
Mm-hmm.
You do you. DME Detroit do him. Elder Bars do him. The issue been
who's fucking Elder Bars, yo?
ADEP.
Oh, okay.
So I don't have like that. How you feel? I ain't never. Matter of fact, DME Detroit fell out with me because of my opinion. The nigga was going off of me while I was live, giving him props. I was like, "Yo, me and DME Detroit disagree, but we cool and we respectable men, so we ain't got no beef." Then I went and watched his video. This nigga was going off on me. So
I see what y'all got going on right now. I see that.
The problem with me has been I don't give a fuck what you feel. Cool, do you? I don't got no problem. I ain't sitting worried about another man, but they take you not saying Chris guilty as you taking up for Chris. So therefore, they must destroy you. And you are in battle rap. So why aren't you fucking pissed at the backlash on Mickey Facts when this nigga got outcast and all these motherfucking people coming to his school in Clark University to teach? That's the biggest shit, nigga, that legitimizes battle rap. And they want to try to take this nigga name down.
What happened?
I'm saying they went at for this girl to come at Mickey Facts just because Mickey Facts was in Chris' documentary.
Oh, I thought you said did he lose an opportunity behind that?
No. Thank God he didn't.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say that.
Couldn't he? Now, imagine you a dean at Clark. You a dean at all the HBCUs in Atlanta, and you like this guy. He seemed respectable, and then all of a sudden it come to you, this nigga over here, putting down and going back and forth with a rape victim.
I 100%. I 100% see what you're saying, but you do got to know if that nigga had the accusations he had and you sided with him, and what they said is actually they did that not considering the victim side or the alleged victim side.
I don't think they came out of victim because they got her in trouble. They got her lying on camera.
Who? No, I'm talking about Mickey and them when they did that video. Yeah. You know what I mean? They did that not considering the other side or how it might have backlash. That shit, you know what I mean, it's sure to have backlash. That's the type of shit you really stay away from if you got that type of name. You know what I mean? If you're not media, if it's not your job to stay away from, to talk about it, you kind of want to stay away from picking either side. If you smart, at least.
I mean, I can't say no about
that. Look at the situation I'm in. I took my stance. I get backlash. I get talk shit too. And, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, that's what happens. So for sure, if on the other side, you took your stance, you get shit talked to. People go with you. It's no side in this situation that's just going to be the right side because nobody's going to agree.
Is this
All right,
agree
Henny,
with you?
let's see when he goes back to.
That's even this shit out.
I don't think that line gonna make you look good. But I
Man,
could be wrong.
and another thing, I don't never care about looking good because everything I say I can stand on as who don't like
You know I'm gonna ask
down.
but that's
Damn, how long does Henny Man shit go for, bro?
Shit when it comes to that shit.
You came on my channel. I said the two things I had an issue with: the picture and like I thought that shit was cold blooded. What London said, and the reason that stuck out to me is because of how much I
because he was a part.
They're coming on. What you doing it? I get where Chris going. Chris just in Atlanta, Georgia. Shout out to Henny Man. I don't care what another nigga feel. I'm not on the offense. I'm not here to convince you of anything. This nigga is a grown ass man. He can defend himself, but I will defend any grown man that feels like they want to wait for evidence. I'm not going to live in a world where that's wrong. That's what I defend.
Wherever I align myself with, they tend to attack. Mickey Fax is just the latest person. Coming out of nowhere, attacking Mickey Fax like she did makes no sense. Mickey didn't even say nothing about this girl. Mickey just basically...
Who went hard for Mickey Fax? Who put up motherfucking shit that Mickey Fax doing in these HBCU colleges in Atlanta, Georgia? Nigga.
It was like, I support Chris, and you know, from everything I know about Chris, I support him. He never even spoke on her. So that was another red flag. That was a dead giveaway. And the last dead giveaway was the fact that in messages, she described like a documentary or whatever. She described it as a rape-umentary.
Now that's something I didn't catch. I get where Chris going. Chris is showing proof for y'all don't know. Let me break it down because I got to do it because everybody here ain't in the battle rap community. The only people that called it a rape-umentary was not D.I., my bad, DME Detroit and El DeBarge, right? So the only way for this person who don't know the battle rap community, who had an issue with Chris in 2015, the only reason she would post rape-umentary means she went to their channel. I told y'all, I called it out. She was talking to these losers behind the scene. I told y'all she was talking to them. So these niggas then went and harassed this girl, got her to come up here to make Chris look bad, and in return, fucked up her case.
These niggas was.
Now let's be real. The word rape-umentary ain't even a real word. That's first of all. And I could put 1,000 people in a room and say, yo, I need you to do a documentary on a rape case. They would never call it a rape-umentary. That's like a unique word that actually ADEP came up with. So when I saw her use that word, I just thought like, okay, Battle Truth and ADEP did the same blog and called it a rape-umentary.
Facts.
So I'm like,
what more evidence do y'all need that the Three
These niggas is
Stooges
crazy,
went out
son.
to get this girl?
okay, you just happen to use the same word that they use also. So when y'all come out and y'all be like, yo, why?
I don't know, bro. I just can't imagine a grown ass man, bro, just going to these lengths for what? Like, to expose another man? Like, I'm pretty sure there's other shit niggas could be doing, bro. But this is what niggas want to be spending their time doing, son.
Why is this girl talking and she's this and she's that and she's that? It's because Battle Truth and them have behind.
Hey, side note for all my fans, D.I. got me a little shook. I'm a little scared right now because it's been a minute since I tried to take a fifth straight. But y'all know I'm motherfucking crazy. I would take that nigga down. I promise you I would take that nigga down.
Behind the scenes have reached out to this girl. I don't know what it is they told her, but they really are messing up the case. And more so messing up the case for her because a lot of this stuff she says she has to stand on if we ever have a day in court. She has to say, prove why I live 2 doors down when I really don't. These are all credibility issues. So I don't like to talk about the case.
Did I not tell y'all they fucked up this girl case?
They definitely
This
did.
girl, like, this shit went straight to Chris' lawyer. She got to sit on this stand and say, and remember, when it's his word versus her word on consensual sex or not, they're gonna look at your character. They're gonna look at if you lied. And she's gonna have to sit on a stand and she's gonna have to explain why she lied and say this man lived 2 doors down. She have to sit on this stand. And then they're gonna show all of these guys, Battle Truth and all of them put themselves in Chris Unbias case. They're gonna show all of this venom spit toward Chris that she went to. They supposed to stay away from each other. They're gonna show all of this in court. They're gonna show, we're gonna prove that she's capable of lying on a man.
That's gonna be a hell of a
Here,
day in court.
she types that some guy named Mickey Fax she never talked to in her life. He never spoke to her, that she lied on him. Here are the facts. Do you see how these 3 stooges came at Chris Unbias so hard that they are the biggest instruments of destroying Shannon's case? Do y'all not see this? Thank you, 3 stooges.
Case, man, y'all, I don't want to get on camera and try to convince people to believe in me and all that kind of stuff. I hate fake support. I'd rather have 5,000 people that support me. I got like 18,000 subs.
D.I. can't fuck with me, man.
Fake supporters.
When I beat him,
not to talk
my
about
name gonna be Henny Man John.
A lot of times, the more
I
mention in this case, the more y'all ask me, and I can't really talk about it. Y'all ask me a lot of stuff. If I and then y'all want to question everything. When I came out and said I was innocent, I came out and said I fought for my case. I came out and told y'all how I was in jail. That wasn't good enough. Y'all so concerned with details that don't matter. The paperwork don't matter at all. Nothing in the paperwork matters at all. I never spoke in court. None of that. Nothing in the paperwork.
Here's another thing that Chris Unbias is really bad at doing, right? I'm aware of my surroundings. Like me, I'm a smart motherfucker. I get what he's saying. But a lot of motherfuckers ain't gonna get what he's saying. So they're gonna look at this part and go, why would this nigga say the paperwork don't matter? So I have to go in details and break down what Chris really means. Chris is saying because the DA had all of this already, and this is the information that got him out. Because if you're a serial rapist running around here raping all these girls, you're not getting fucking bail. When they looked and saw how weak this shit was, they had all of this already. There is no new paperwork. Everything that the actual rapist Battle Truth is showing you, the DA had to let Chris out of jail. So since they had it, he's saying it doesn't matter. If it mattered, he'd still be in. But because Chris don't really be watching the community, man. You got to go in depth and break this shit down, or they're gonna take your words and use it against you. I guarantee you niggas take this word right here. This nigga's telling you paperwork doesn't matter. Paperwork does matter. What do you think about that now, John? You're supposed to be a true crime guy. You're all about paperwork. So they're gonna twist this around. That's the biggest fault of Chris. If I feel like if Chris gonna respond, you really need to be in tune to the community and really looking at the shit that niggas is saying so you can clarify what you're saying and why you're saying it. That's the biggest problem Chris be having when he come out.
Matters. So he could say, oh, Chris did a somersault and jumped down and jumped off a car and punched a girl and dragged her down the street and did this. Does that mean I did it? All the district attorney is doing is reading police reports in court, and that becomes paperwork. None of the paperwork actually matters. If the district attorney actually believed everything in the paperwork was true, it would have never let me out of jail. That's why the paperwork doesn't matter. A lot of y'all asked me about Shannon. I told y'all I don't know who Shannon is. Why? Because y'all keep asking me questions about a case I can't talk about. I actually do know.
And I actually came out and told y'all. Chris told me I know who Shannon is. Me and Shannon know each other. I want more details. But he told me that.
Who Shannon is. The sex we had was consensual. So if you have consensual sex, there's going to be DNA. So DNA is not an issue either. Y'all keep harping on DNA. It's not an issue. The issue is consent. Do you believe it was consensual or do you believe it's not consensual? That's what has to be proven if it ever has to be proven. Right now, it's just nothing's going on. Eventually, I'm gonna go back to court. I requested to go to court. I filed a motion to get me back in the courtroom to try to move things forward.
All right, let's break this down. This nigga said he requested to go back to court. This is the problem I had with the term dead docket nation. I was a dead docket shit. They play on y'all ignorance. Dead docket is bad.
Yeah.
They want you to believe that dead docket is good because they want you to lean on the word dead. Yeah, when you don't know shit about court filings,
they could come back at
if
any
a nigga
time
tell you that shit dead,
that shit right
if I say that shit dead, you think that shit over with.
It's not.
I would never want no shit dead docketed on me. Dead docket means for the rest of your fucking life they can bring this up. So there's no more statute of limitations. Let's say statute of limitations for 7 years, they ain't charged Chris. It's over. They can't never charge him. But if it's dead docketed, they can charge this nigga till he's 69 years old. You got to live your whole fucking life with that shit hanging over your head to come at you at any time.
That's why you want to get that shit
over. So now you got to take a risk. Do you want to live like that? Or do you want to fight?
Yeah, I would have did the same thing.
If you fight,
get this shit over with,
it's
bro.
12 jurors. It's 12 human beings. It's 12 opinions. 50 Cent put himself on child support, and we said, wow, what nigga would put themselves on child support? That lets you know that the chick lying. That's what y'all said about 50 Cent. 50 Cent put himself on child support. Chris Unbias is trying to get this bitch to go to fucking court. What nigga that did this when the actual rapist Battle Truth and El DeBarge and the other guy that looked like he's 60 but in his 40s is telling you that Chris is lied to y'all and try to make it look like it's just dead docketed, like that's a good fucking thing. This man willing to fucking fight to try to prove his innocence. If a man is willing to fight to prove his innocence and he want to take it to trial, I want to listen and hear the details of the trial. How does that make me a bad person? How does that make me a bad person?
Case was just sitting over here dormant. And I got tired of it sitting dormant. So I put a request in to try to get past this case. So I don't know what the judge is going to rule when I go to court, whenever I do go, but that's what I'm going back to court for. So I'm not having a trial. I'm not having none of that. I wouldn't even be doing this video if I was having a trial. I'd be trying to get my mental right for my trial next Monday. Because that's what Bonnie said. So if Bonnie said it got to be true. So y'all just got to stop believing stuff. Stop. Leave this girl alone. Like, don't harass her. Don't bother her. Don't hit her on Twitter. Don't anything.
Yo, my nigga. This how fucked up the black community is to try to destroy each other. We don't go out there trying to destroy other people. You don't let a white man come in our community to try to destroy us. Motherfucking Dominican El DeBarge, conspiracy theorist guy. And the one black guy they got is an actual fucking rapist. This how fucked up our fucking community is, that the guy that's accused of raping the girl is telling y'all to leave her alone. And the guys who actually believe that she was raped, I don't think so. I think they want to do any fucking thing in their life to try to hurt this dude. They are the guys that's saying that they support Shannon, or the actual guys that's destroying Shannon's case. That's how fucked up we are as a people. The nigga accused of fucking rape is telling y'all to leave this girl alone. But they don't want to leave her alone. They want to egg and push her. We don't give a fuck if you fuck up your own cases. We don't really give a fuck about you. We just want you out here to spout shit so we can get 2,000 views on a goddamn video. This the niggas y'all follow.
If she's mad about like stuff being talked about online, it's because they're doing it.
She's not my best friend, but Bunny my girl. Shout out to Bunny.
Details out. They read the whole transcript publicly and put it on YouTube. That's these niggas doing it. Why you don't be mad at me? These niggas doing it. They probably telling her I'm doing it. That's probably why she mad at me. Oh, Chris Unbias is telling details of the case. I don't talk. No.
This how crazy y'all niggas are. It's a rape case. She gonna have to testify. The fuck you can have a rape case and the person don't testify, you fucking idiot. It helps Chris for her to come public because every time she come public, it's information that can be used against her.
Yep, especially if she lying.
His lawyers are gonna comb through that shit.
Yep.
It helps Chris for her to come out. You got. I know you don't like me, but you got to come correct when you come against me. You got to. I'm trying to help you out. You got to. What you're saying is absolute ass and backwards.
I'll tell you no details of the case. They tell you details of the case. And the details don't even be right, but they tell you details of the case. So I think that is more of...
If they had sex and Chris is saying they had consensual sex, DNA would be involved. Dumbass.
Why she's upset. But at the end of the day, you know, the more you talk, the more you got to stand on. So, you know, I'm not necessarily tripping about anything. You know, I'm actually in a good space. I'm not bothered by anything like that.
Hold on, let me kill this little nigga off. Sammy, roommate in college, the dumbass said, no, she doesn't. Chris even said she didn't have to testify. The state is going after him, not her. So the state has a reason to say that he raped her. Where's the reason coming from if it's two people inside of a fucking room alone? Her. So if she doesn't testify, the state is going to use what she already said. So that means that Chris' defense is gonna go against that, and then they're gonna present evidence to show that she's a liar. If she doesn't take this stand, and we see for a fact she lied, when Chris lawyers go up there to show the nigga didn't live nowhere around her, she created propaganda online. That hurts her. Unless she testifies to try to say why she lied, right? You fucking idiot.
I consider leaving battle rap. I'm not gonna front, you know, and get into like sports or other YouTube channels or whatever, because battle rap's so toxic. Y'all niggas do not want to let me move past this case. I don't know why. I don't know why y'all so invested in this, because nothing has happened for y'all to be this invested in. But God bless y'all, man. Have a good day. Chris,
nigga answered all questions and all the lies that was spread about him over the past 3 weeks with hundreds of fucking videos. They said that he'd never come out. Me, I'm torn because fuck y'all. Some shit like this come out about me, you can make 1 billion videos. I got 4 children, so I'm gonna do everything in my power to make sure that nothing can ever be used against me. So I wouldn't make no video at all. But he decided to make the video. He decided to come out to defend himself. Can't say nothing bad about that. You know, because there is a coalition of losers who don't know how to get views unless they talk about drama and shit. Just like D.I. the Henny man, who does not like Chris. He don't even like Chris. And he still called out that that's all these losers do. They have no fucking channel unless they do this shit. I'm sure they'll go and come through and have a whoopee old good time with this. However, the fact that it went so left one way before Chris spoken, and now it's turned this way. Y'all done said this man's a multiple rapist. Chris is so dangerous, he'll pull up in front of a club with all lights on, security guards there and everything, and snatch a bitch in his car. And yet, with all that shit y'all did with him on 3 weeks, let's check something here. Let's check some fucking comments. Let's refresh. Let's make sure we got the newest, the greatest. Let's look at some shit here. If I was you, Chris, I would really consider lawsuits against all the lies. I know it's not popular. Oh, that's a positive comment. Chris, once again, you're teaching us all how to play chess and not chess. Oh, that's a positive comment. It's no surprise, but still baffling how people just believe it. Oh, that's another positive. Are all these comments positive? Oh my God. All this fucking work and thousands of videos with fucking DME Detroit and El DeBarge and the actual fucking rapists against multiple children. This man comes on It has nothing but positive fucking comments.
I ain't
Drop a
gonna front.
defamation lawsuit.
After all this shit, bruh, if Chris is found innocent, he comes back and it sues all these niggas that been talking crazy. This shit is gonna be hilarious, my nigga.
Jesus Christ.
Bruh.
This shit is gonna be too funny, son.
This is how I call you guys losers. Losers. You can't finish a guy off with these charges. This looks completely different than it was 3 weeks ago. By golly, I can't find a fucking single negative comment.
Asking for $60 is crazy.
And this one video is going to get way more views than all of their shits.
A lot of positive comments.
Respect, Chris is crazy. Jealous ones still envy. When y'all see all this, you can go to the page. Not one fucking negative comment. Hey, look at Raw footage. John Real defend your boo honey, yes.
I didn't even know about that. That Chris is the one that filed for this shit to go ahead or whatever. That says a lot, bro. That says to me that he's pretty confident that he's gonna be found innocent, bro. That says a lot to me, son.
Anything you say can be used against you in the court of law. That shit runs into the verdict. People need to learn. Facts. Facts. DJ Travo, she was forced. Jessica Reed was forced not to testify. She begged for it, and she wanted to testify. Even at her young age, till this very fucking day, she wanted to testify. All right, my nigga. Play this video. Saw it. Think whatever you guys think. Me, I'm going to sit back and do what all the top tier battle rap bloggers are doing. Angry Fan is waiting for the details. Piper Boy is waiting for the details. Vodafly is a very smart motherfucking businessman. He don't speak on it at all. But talk to him behind the scenes. He's waiting for the fucking details. All the people are just waiting for the details, waiting for if a trial come out before they cast a stone at Chris or Shannon. So I think on that position, it was defended well by myself. Chris was defending himself. I'm defending the position of waiting. So now that it is plausible again to wait for a trial, I think that my work here is done. So to whatever happened between them two, I hope that the true verdict is done. And if Chris is a fucking rapist, I will be the first one to come out here and light his ass on fucking fire, because I don't ride with fucking rapists. But I know who does. DME Detroit and Elder Barge, because they're riding with one right now and the verdict is already in. Dealing with the court system and the times, I don't convict nobody without facts. All right, man. Y'all hold it down. About to go seeking out what I can get into consensually. That's not.
This nigga's stupid. Shout out to John Real, man. Yeah, I'm one of the people that I'm just gonna wait to see what happens, bro. I wish these niggas would like live stream the fucking court date or whatever court date he has that he's gonna go to. That shit would be something to watch. But this whole thing this shit is crazy, bro. This shit is crazy, but the fact that he's going forward with trying to get this case done with, that says a lot to me. And if I was in his position, I'd probably do the same thing too. Cause then I ain't trying to have that shit held over my head for the rest of my life. Nah, shit. Don't work like that, bro. But I think Chris did a good job of that video was well put together. He did a good job of kind of calling people out or whatever. He did say he got another video coming. He's about to call a whole other bruh. He about to go crazy, bruh. I can't wait to see what this video is about. But just like everybody else, bruh, I know these allegations and the charges, they seem really crazy. Even for me, even though they seem crazy, I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. I just want to know the facts. I just want to know the facts. So just gotta wait to see what happens, man. Just gotta wait and see. So I don't know, but shout out to John Real, man. Always breaking shit down. I'm like, whenever something happens, John is always the first person I want to see. Like, if I see anybody else's opinion, I take his opinion over anybody else's in the battle rap community. Because I feel like he's really unbiased. I don't know, bro, but shout out to John Real, man. Shout out to John Real. But this was part 2, man. I don't think I'm going to be making, unless some real craziness happens, I don't know if I'm going to be making another video about this Chris shit. It is what it is, man. But holla at me. Peace.